my friends. I am Shannon Kinney-Duh, creator of A Free Spirit Life. I am an intuitive guide, a holistic life, creativity, and soul coach. I am an artist, a writer, a teacher, a mom to three, and I love making things. I love connecting with people. I love the awakening process that we're all going through right now. I created A Free Spirit Life many, many years ago. In fact, my son would have been around 2. He just turned 17. And I am here today with a new series I'm calling Soul Tuning. I have been writing a book for the last few years, and fingers crossed, I'm going to get this book done this summer. And it has a lot to do with energy. And I I noticed that this look at this. I have a rainbow at my third eye. I noticed this rainbow kept showing up, and I have a prism in my window, but the sun has never hit quite so perfectly before. And this is kind of the point of my series. It's about showing up as you are. It's about imperfection. It's about the mess of life, but the mess is where the good stuff happens. It's where the magic really is, even though it can be uncomfortable. And I think it's time to really normalize the discomfort that comes from uncertainty, that comes from putting ourselves out there, that comes from play and being messy and trying things you've never done before and going the road less traveled. So this whole series and the book that I'm writing is really about learning who we are beneath all the noise, beneath all the expectations, beneath the labels and the conditioning. Who are we at a soul level? And I love, let's see, is that rainbow? That rainbow's kind of gone now, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Look. I love that the rainbow's showing up because the rainbow has a big man. It is so man. I don't know where that came from. Can you tell I'm really excited? The rainbow literally speaks to me, and we'll talk about it another time, but the rainbow has a lot to do with who we truly are. We are multifaceted. We are multidimensional. We are every color of the rainbow. And even our energy centers, our chakras, are connected to the colors of the rainbow, the different frequencies, wavelengths, the different elements in nature. We are all of that and so much more. And that's what we're going to explore in this soul tuning series. So with that being said, I have been, like I said, I've been writing, I have been tuning in, I have been guided to call this new session that I'm offering Soul Signal. And I wasn't quite sure what that even meant, but the word signal kept coming to me. I think it has a variety of meanings. And in this episode, we're going to talk about what that is. What is your soul signal? How can you start to recognize it and why it matters? So grab your favorite drink. I've got my iced coffee here. You might want to grab a journal and come with an open heart. Let's play together. So what is a soul signal? I'd like to know what your answer is to that question. So leave it in the comments. When I think of a soul signal, I think of a lot of things, but I think of one of the purest energies that we can put out into the world is coming from our soul. It's this unique frequency, the essence, the true essence of who you are at a soul level. We are all unique. We are all connected, but we are all our own individual souls. And our experiences make up who we truly are. So I like to think of it as the signal underneath the noise. You know when you just know something feels right and you feel it all over your body, like you might get chills or you might just have this like fresh breath of new air coming into your lungs, like this, like a spring day when you just everything just feels like electricity. We are electricity. We are a frequency. And when your soul is signaling to you, you might hear it through inner nudges. You might get intuitive hits. You might feel it all over your body. It might be a gut wisdom kind of feeling. It can be this very gentle whisper. It can just be a peaceful, content inner knowing. It can be felt in joy when you're dancing. It can be felt when you're sitting on a bench watching the birds sing. It can be felt when you're laughing with your kids. It can be felt when you're creating. It can be felt in the present moment. The mind likes to be certain and rational and make sense of everything. But the soul is a resonance. The soul is a feeling. The soul is a vibe. And when you learn how to tune in with that vibe, you start to lay a foundation in your life that guides you from the next step to the next step to the next step. And you start seeing that when you do that, you feel open in your heart, you feel more trusting, you can surrender and go with the flow. And that allows you to be more in alignment or in tune with your soul's frequency. So I like to think of us as instruments. I like to think of our soul as like a chord in music. And even if you don't play music, you know when something's out of tune, right? You know when you hear it, or if you ever try to learn an instrument and you're like, oh, and then you have to, tune the strings, or you play something, or maybe you have kids in band, and you know what that's like when we're learning an instrument. Ouch. When things are out of tune, it's obvious. You feel it. And so our soul signals to us. It's this inner knowing that sometimes is really hard to tune in with because our lives are busy. We have, been pulled away from it through conditioning, through expectations, through pressures outside of ourselves, through the noise. And part of why I'm bringing these soul signal sessions now, and I feel that it is divinely guided, it is the right time, is because there is a collective awakening happening right now, this invitation to live a more authentic life, to pause and to go, is this it? Is this the life that I want to live? Is this really in alignment with my soul? Who am I? Where is my soul guiding me to go? What is my soul's signal? What do I want to broadcast out into the world? What makes my heart sing? All of those are questions we ask when we are waking up to a different life. When we want change, when we feel change, but we don't necessarily know how or what or where. It can be a very lonely walk when you try to awaken and become who you truly are by yourself, because sometimes you don't even know what's happening. You're just questioning life and you feel out of sync with it and with yourself. So this series that I'm sharing, the soul tuning series, and why I'm bringing soul signal sessions in right now, it's a way to connect. It's a way to share our stories. It's a way to remember who we truly are and support each other. It's a way to remember that we're not alone in life. And when you question how you're living and you are in that uncomfortable place of transition, of change, of uncertainty, you know you don't have to walk it alone. And that's what this is all about, is connection, remembering, awakening together. So, what is your soul signal? Who are you at a soul level? And how does your soul communicate with you? We're going to talk about that and so much more. We're also going to do some playful, creative journaling. I don't even know. We're going to just let this show unfold. I'm going to bring guests in to share with us as well, because it's so inspiring when you connect and you hear other people's stories about what took them off center. How did they return? How are they becoming now? What is their self-discovery journey and where is it taking them? And I learn something new from someone's shared experience or story or reflection every single day. And that's what I want to bring into these sessions. So, do you feel that you're awakening? Do you feel that you're going through change right now? Do you feel like you want to learn what lights you up, or learn how to bring more of what lights you up into your daily life? Do you want to learn more about who you truly are? Do you want to spark your creativity? Do you want to live in more joy, in more playfulness, in more peace? Well, let's do it together. Let's do it together. So this series is starting now. This is simply an introduction. If you want to learn more about what I'm doing with these soul signal sessions, say that 3 times fast. Soul signal sessions. Look at my link in the description below. These are audio transmissions. My experience over the last 25 years as an intuitive guide, a yoga and meditation teacher, an energy healer, human design specialist, flower essence practitioner. The list goes on, but really what it is a fusion of my unique style of channeling, of energy attunement, and of connecting with your soul map to give you this audio transmission, this recording from your guides, from your soul, that speak to you now. It's almost like it's a tuner. So when you feel out of tune or disconnected or wanting to remember more about your soul's energy, these audio recordings, these signals sessions, they bring you back in tune with your soul. And I am absolutely in so much awe and gratitude that I get to do this. So you can learn more about that, and then look out for the next episode. We're going to start playing around with how can we listen to our soul signal, and how is it communicating to us, and what are some playful and simple ways that we can practice tuning in daily. If you like these words and this resonates with you, subscribe to my channel, share this with people you think would be interested, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see you in the next episode. Reach out to me, leave me a comment. What is bringing you joy right now? What is lighting you up? What do you think your soul is guiding you to do next on your path? I'd love to hear from you. And if you don't want to leave a comment, you can always shoot me an email. I'll leave that in the link below as well. Thank you for listening. I'm very excited to connect with you, and I will see you in the next episode.